Hello, my name is Marlou Perquin and my thesis is about variability in behavior. And variability is something that's very prominent in daily life in all of our actions. Imagine, for instance, typing a message on your phone. There will be variability in how fast you press each key. And sometimes you'll also make a typing error, which is variability in accuracy. And on some occasions, a single error or an extremely long reaction time can have very severe consequences. For instance, in traffic or in air control, and in these cases we want to reduce the variability as much as possible. And this is what my thesis is all about, to what extent we can be aware of and reduce our own variability. Now we already know that attention plays an important role in variability, and I always like this picture of these people behind their computers because we all recognize this, everyone does this, and in fact on average we mind wander about 1/3 of the day. And for certain clinical groups who are prone to attentional lapses, such as people with ADHD or Alzheimer's, they show even more variability. Now, in psychology and in neuroscience, we often use very repetitive tasks to test our participants. So in my task, people were shown a target either on the left or the right side of the screen, and then they had to press a left or a right button. And they do this 300 times in a row, and I can assure you it's really boring, and it will elicit mind wandering. And then participants did this both with control, this is when they started each trial manually, and with automatically paced trials. And if people can be aware of their own attentional rhythms, they could use this control over the timing to reduce their own variability. So on the results, you can see the data of one participant, all the reaction times over the 300 trials, with the arrows in red. And what I did, I compared the mean of these reaction times, but also the spread, the variability, and the accuracy. And I actually found that people cannot reduce their own variability when they're given control over the timing, but instead these self-paced times are also affected by mind wandering. So like I said, the tasks we usually do are very repetitive and people find them very boring in our lab, but in real life people can do repetitive actions for hours, like when they're playing darts or when you're playing these very silly mobile games. So for my next study I'm looking into whether engaging tasks reduce the variability compared to boring tasks. And furthermore, I try to link variability to other dimensions of mind wandering, such as differences in personality and subjective experience, which are both measured by questionnaires, changes in pupil dilation, and because I'm a cognitive neuroscientist, also brain activity. So this is a very general overview of my thesis. I hope I was able to convince you that variability is very important because sometimes we do not just care about the mean performance, but also about the spread of the performance. Thank you for your attention.